A to Z Mysteries, The Falcon's Feathers by Ron Roy. Chapter 6. I think Josh is sick, Rose whispered to Dink. I'm not sick, Josh said. He took another bite of his tuna sandwich. The kids were eating lunch at Dink's picnic table. Then why are you so quiet? Rose asked. You haven't insulted me all day. Josh chewed his sandwich. I'll insult you later, he said. Right now, I'm thinking about those missing falcons. He looked at his friends. I think Grace Lockwood took them. Grace Lockwood? Dink said. Why do you think it was her? You saw that magazine she was reading, Josh said. It was all about falcons. Rose nodded. She was acting a little strange at Doc Henry's. Yeah, and remember how she looked at us at Ellie's? Josh said. She was staring right at me. Staring at you? Dink said. Josh, she stared at us because we were staring at her. Josh snitched one of Rose's carrot sticks. Let's go back to the vets and talk to her, he said. Maybe she'll say something that'll be a clue. Dink got up to go. Okay, but I think you're wrong, Josh. Just because Grace Lockwood reads magazines about falcons doesn't mean she goes around robbing nests. At the vet's, the kids peered through the window at Grace Lockwood. Look, Josh whispered. She's wearing long leather gloves. Falconers wear gloves like that. So do firefighters, Dink said. They went inside. Grace Lockwood was holding a crow down on a table. The bird had plastic wrapped around its leg and neck. She looked up. Yes? She asked. We came to see how Flesh is doing, Rose said. What happened to the crow? Grace shook her head. Plastic six-pack holders. The kids watched as Grace carefully snipped the plastic with scissors. The crow bit her glove several times. Dink shuddered. That beak looked sharp. When the crow was untangled, Grace moved toward the rear of the building. Will one of you get the door for me? Dink opened the door and held it. Grace carried the crow through a small courtyard that was filled with cages and pens. She threw the blackbird into the air. And stay away from plastic, she yelled. The crow disappeared into the trees. Dink looked around the yard. It was as big as a basketball court and surrounded by a tall wooden fence with a gate. Dink saw a sleeping skunk in one cage. Other cages held raccoons and rabbits. He saw a few snakes and a lot of birds. He even saw a baby fox. I always thought vets just took care of cats and dogs, Josh said. Some do, Grace said. I happen to like wildlife. Josh looked at Dink and Rose and wiggled his eyebrows. Where's Flash? Josh asked, looking around at several other cages. I put him over here, she said, walking toward the corner of the courtyard. Dog likes to separate the newcomers from the other animals. Grace stopped in front of a cage covered by a small rug. He may be sleeping, she said. She removed the rug. The bottom of the cage is covered with straw. Inside was a section of hollow log. That's where it goes to hide from us, Grace said. She tapped lightly on the side of the cage. That's strange, she said, opening the cage door. She jiggled the log, then peered inside. What's the matter? Rose asked. He's gone, Grace said.